Hello everyone. So I welcome you to the MCQ series for APSC Foreign Ranger examination. We already have covered two such lectures. So I welcome you to the third of such series. যদি তোমালোকে এই চেনেলত নতুনকৈ আহিছা তেনেহলে সাবস্ক্ৰাইব কৰিবলৈ নাপাহৰিবা আৰু যদি ভিডিওটো ভাল পোৱা তেনেহলে নিজৰ ফ্ৰেন্ড সাৰ্কেলৰ মাজত শেয়াৰ কৰিবা। So let's come to the lecture. The first question of this lecture is that the pyramid that cannot be inverted in a stable ecosystem is the pyramid of option A, energy, option B, number, option C, biomass, option D, all of this. ঠিক আছে, আমি জানো যে পিৰামিড ইকোসিস্টেমত এনাৰ্জি হ'ব পাৰে, নাম্বাৰ হ'ব পাৰে, বায়োমাছৰ হ'ব পাৰে। এইবিলাক মোৰ যেটো তোমাৰ থিওৰি লেকচাৰ সিৰিজ আছে তাত মই ডিসকাস কৰি গৈ আছো। সো ইয়াত মই এমসিকিউ জৰিয়তে ইম্পৰ্টেন্ট কোৱেশ্চনছ খিনি কভাৰ কৰিম, লগতে ইম্পৰ্টেন্ট টপিকস যিখিনি ইনভলভ আছে সেইখিনিও কভাৰ কৰিম, যাতে তুমি এটা এমসিকিউৰ পৰা বহুত কেইটামান এমসিকিউ কভাৰ কৰিব পাৰা। সো এই কোৱেশ্চনটো সুধিছে যে কোনটো পিৰামিড inverted কৰিব নোৱাৰা, তুমি inverted কৰিব নোৱাৰা এটা stable ecosystem. So your answer will be, guess it, what will be the answer? Of course, energy. কাৰণ an energy pyramid তাক আমি trophic or ecological pyramid বুলিও কওঁ, is a graphical representation of the energy found within the trophic levels of an ecosystem. The bottom and largest of the pyramid is the producer and contains the largest amount of energy. So আমি যদি inverted কৰি দিও তেনেহলে ওপৰত যেটো আহিব মানে তলৰ আগটো ওপৰলৈ গুচি আহিব, সেইটো এটা this is not going to work, right? Means তোমালোকে generally pyramid যেতিয়া আমি draw কৰো কেনেকুৱা হয়, like this one. ইয়াত বটম লেভেলত প্ৰডিউসাৰ খিনি আছে আৰু ইয়াত কনজিউমাৰ আছে। সো এটো বেসিক এনাৰ্জি আছে কোবলে। The bottom and the largest pyramid level of the pyramid is the producer and contains the largest amount of energy. So we cannot invert it, right? I hope it is clear to you. Okay. Now let's consider this diagram. এই ডায়াগ্ৰামটো ভালকে চোৱা, এই কোৱেশ্চনত ইয়াৰ পৰা আহি থাকে। একদম তলৰ লেভেলত মই যেনেকৈ কলো তোমালোকক কি আছে, প্ৰাইমেৰী প্ৰডিউসাৰ্স, দেন তাৰ ওপৰত প্ৰাইমেৰী কনজিউমাৰ্স, তাৰ ওপৰত সেকেন্ডাৰী কনজিউমাৰ্স, থাৰ্ড লেভেল কনজিউমাৰ্স, এপেক্স প্ৰিডেটৰ্স। তুমি জানা যে যেতিয়া এটা লেভেলৰ পৰা আমি আনটা লেভেললৈ যাওঁ, মানে মই কি ক'ব বিচাৰিছো, এটো লেভেলৰ পৰা সাপোজ মই এটো লেভেললৈ যাওঁ, ওপৰলৈ গৈ থাকো, তেনেহলে 10% ডিক্ৰিজ হৈ থাকে। তেনেকৈ ইয়াত প্ৰথমতে কিমান আছিল, 100, ৰাইট? তো 100 divided by 10 is how much? 10. Then ইয়ালে যেতিয়া যাব তাৰ আৰু এটা ওপৰলে 10 divided by 10 is 1. তেনেকে 1 divided by 10 is 0.1. Then 0.1 divided by 10 is 0.01. So at every level 10% decrease হৈ গৈ আছে। So এটো আমি ইনভার্টেড কৰিব নোৱাৰিম, right? So এই যে লস হৈছে এনার্জি খিনি, এনার্জি লস as heat. Got it? So this is all these things are linked to decomposer. The decomposer recycle nutrients, then again coming to the primary producer and again goes up like this up to apex predators. ঠিক আছে, আৰু ইয়াত যেটো এনার্জি লস হৈছে, এনার্জি লস as a heat, and আমি ultimately জানো যে সানৰ পৰা এনার্জি পাই সেই নিউট্ৰিয়েন্টস খিনি প্ৰাইমেৰী প্ৰডিউসাৰ কালেক্ট কৰে, right? So I hope this is clear to you. Now coming to the next question, which of the following habitats is most unsuitable for primary productivity? Unsuitable, যেটো suitable নহয়, right? So meadow, forested riverbank, cave, pond. So if you look at the options, you will see that all these three are suitable for production. Pondoto কৰিব পায়, meadowটো কৰিব পায়, forested riverbankটো কৰিব পায়, but in cave it is hard for the production. Can you tell me why? Because under the cave, sun rays, okay, আমি জানো যে solar energy is the main important source of energy. So halo constellation of the solar energy লাগে, you all know about this, right? So this is not present in case of cave, or although it may present, is very less. So this is the most unsuitable for primary productivity. So our answer to ki hobo? Okay. Okay, coming to the next question. Next question is Nepenthes. Okay, Nepenthes is a primary producer, consumer. Clear just a minute. Primary producer and consumer or none of the above? Kuntu hobo? Nepenthes to ki hobo? First of all, Nepenthes mane ki tumaloke jana nai. Okay, let me tell an explanation about this. So first of all, answer to hobo primary producer and consumer. Kintu ki hoy Nepenthes? Nepenthes is a genus of carnivorous plants, also known as tropical pitcher plants or monkey cups in the monotypic family known as Nepenthes. So Nepenthes tuk ami tropical pitcher plant buli ko. Tumaloke ei diagram tu sua, ei figure tu sua. So etu nishoy dekhisa jodi tumaloke dekha nai tenehole near Kaziranga National Park we have orchid garden, one orchid garden. There you will find this pitcher plant. Okay, e carnivores hoy, e insect adi khai, right? Digest koribo pare yat. So etu ki kore, etu jodi carnivorous hoy tenehole yar answer to ki hobo obviously? Very simple. So answer will be primary producer and consumer. Karon e tumar produce kore logote consumer hoy karon jetia insect aji ase, so etu as a it then acts as a carnivorous plant and then it eats or those insects. Okay, he insects bilako khai pelai, so e primary producer hoy consumer. So Nepenthes is a primary producer and consumer. I hope it is clear to you. Coming to the next question, the minimum number of components. Let me clear this. Okay, minimum number of components required for an ecosystem to survive. Eta ecosystem survive koribo karone minimum number of components ki ki thakibo lage. Ami janu je producer thake, consumer thake, decomposer thake aru consumer e beleg type primary, secondary, tertiary henuka consumer thake. Option gita sailo producer and primary consumer and decomposer. Option A, option B, sorry, option B, option 2 is producer and primary consumer. Option B, producer and decomposer. Option C, primary consumer and decomposer. And option D, primary and secondary consumer, producer and secondary consumer, third option. So hosake sabole gole jodi tumalke bhalke, if you apply your logic, you will get the answer. Answer will be what? Producer and decomposer. Kihor karone ei answer to hol? Why this answer is? Karon chua jetia tumar eta ecosystem hoy survive koribo karone consumer nathakilo ki hobo, producer to ekomot it will die off. Then who will decompose it? Decomposer. So main jitu component eta ecosystem survive koribo karone lage, so ki hobo? Producer and consumer. ঠিক আছে? Is this clear? Okay. Then carnivores are usually primary consumers. Option B, usually secondary consumers. Option C, usually decomposers and consumers. Option D, usually secondary or tertiary consumer. I have told you that consumer may be either primary, secondary, tertiary henuka level of hoi thake. Hetu to eku nai, primary khinik secondary khai, secondary khinik tertiary khai, like that. So koise je carnivore ki hoy, kenuka type of consumer. So answer will be usually secondary and tertiary consumers. Now look at this diagram very carefully. See, ekhini consumer first ami jikhini dekhisu producer, primary producer, right? These are the plants. Plants kini primary tumar producer bhitorot pore. Aru plants kini kune khaise? Grasshopper khaise, then ground squirrel khaise. So they fall under primary consumer. Then they have been eaten by either scorpion that is a secondary consumer, or they can be eaten by above level tertiary consumer like this fox, golden eagle, like that. Now আমি কি কবলে বিচাৰিছো is that first is the autotrophs, then herbivores. This are herbivores, and then primary carnivores, and then secondary carnivores. Okay, primary producer, primary consumers, secondary consumers, tertiary consumers. Tertiary consumers কি পড়িলে golden eagles and kit fox, secondary consumers scorpion, then primary consumers grasshopper and ground squirrel, and the first যিখিনি produce কৰিছে that is plant. Now let's come back to the question again. Question to asile যে কার্নিভর বিলাক কেনেকুৱা হয় আমি এতিয়া দেখিলো কার্নিভর বিলাক কি হয় usually secondary and or tertiary consumers ঠিক আছে এইখিনিত এটো তোমালোকে দেখিছা যে প্রাইমারি কনজিউমার খিনি কার্নিভরস নহয় এখিনি হার্বিভর হয় প্রাইমারি কনজিউমার খিনি কি হয় হার্বিভর হয় কিন্তু কার্নিভর বিলাক আইদার সেকেন্ডারি বা tertiary consumers. I hope it is clear to you. Now coming to the next question, in a food chain man ki hoy? Man is option A producer, option B primary consumer only, option C primary and secondary consumer, then option D secondary consumer. Ki hobo food chain of man? Obviously primary and secondary consumer. Karon food chain ot ki hoy normally মানুহে কি কৰে গ্রাস কিনিও খাই লব পাৰে grass means I of course তোমালোকে শাক কথা গম পোৱা শাক আমি খাও right so we eat those things those green vegetables and we can also eat the fish chicken also so we are either primary or secondary consumers so man is primary and secondary consumers now food chain word to বহুত বাৰ use কৰিছো এবাৰ side also look at this diagram food chain here you will see that these are the producers. They have been taken by primary consumers like grasshopper being consumed by secondary consumers, then secondary by tertiary, then tertiary by apex predator সেইবিলাকক কোৱা হয় যি tertiary consumer consume কৰে লাষ্টত apex predator যেতিয়া মৰে die off হয় তাক decompose কৰে right this whole thing is a chain মানে ইয়াৰ পৰা আহি পেলাই তোমাৰ কি হৈ আছে is kind of a circle এনেকে এটা circle বনাই আছে so this is known as food chain. Is this clear? I hope it is clear to you. So আমি আজি যিকিটা কোৱেশ্চন কৰিলো তাৰ ভিতৰত এটা মই এটা of course কোৱেশ্চন সুধিব বিচাৰিম যদি তোমালোকে উত্তৰ দিবা first of all the question is that in an energy pyramid okay in energy pyramid from one level or I can say from the bottom level to the upper bottom level upper one how much energy being lost got my question I'm repeating the question again in energy pyramid from bottom level to the upper one how much energy being lost so I hope you have got whatever I discussed today so with this I'm ending today's lecture we'll meet in the next lecture till then take care bye bye